Not this week.
Go there.
This is the parliament.
The ministerium.
The minister, yeah. I'll show you where I work down there, the minister, the council minister.
Maybe you'll go there to eat all our stuff.
You go up on the mountain to eat where people let nothing in the mountain. Come on, let's come. All these ones together.
What is this?
The blue, this is the Danube.
The water is the thing.
Yeah, this one.
The bridge is called Erzsébet Bridge.
What's the name of the street?
The bridge?
The bridge?
Erzsébet, like Elizabeth.
That was here when you were here?
Yeah, it's all was here, only repaired. There's a boat there.
Yeah, it was a boat.
There's a restaurant and it has a swimming pool there. You go in swimming, come in to eat.
What's the name of the restaurant?
At the hotel, Gellert Hedge.
What's the name?
Gellert Hedge restaurant.
Gellert?
Gellert,
Was it-
G-E-L-A-R-T.
What does it mean?
Gellert is a name. Gellert already has, here's a common.
About the streets here, Catholic girls.
Yes. This
Statue?
statue.
What is it for, do you know?
A 5-star, that is the name, and I can't read it from here.
Do you see any Orthodox people here?
Oh yeah, I'll show you the street. Tomorrow night, Friday night, we're going to I forgot to bring Javi.
What did you forget to drink?
I had it prepared.
What do you need to have this for?
Tomorrow
The
night.
Roman. That means books?
Books,
Yeah,
What does that mean?
Book.
What's how do you say it?
Kunst.
Okay. Oh, with a period in that. The ladies, the gown.
Suku means shoe?
You worked, okay? Then you worked in
What
Ireland.
years were you here?
42, 43, 44.
Yeah.
In 44, in May, he came, you know the guy, to ran away to Slovakia. I was there 3 months and I got cut on the side.
I lived here in this side, and I went to Budapest. I lived up on the mountain. But I have some towels from her she gave me for gift. She was a baron. You know what a baron is? She had crowns. But she never knew who I am because I had Elaine's face that she did not know. Even up the Drake, we find a church where I used to go to pray. I find the house where I lived, like Elaine. Find everything.
I'll show you the street where I lived the most at the time. I was moving around. Every 6 months they give sugar cards, you know.
You had to have
And if you
cards.
don't have
This is
sugar
where you
cards,
catch
something
you.
wrong with you. The bottom is a double
From where you live.
a woman who gets everybody's name and everybody gets a card to her and she brings it up to you. If she don't bring mine, they ask, where were you? Well, how come you don't have? So I'm getting it from my hometown, from Mushara. I'm getting it from there. How long could I cheat? Then I ran away for 6 months to live another street, another neighborhood. My boyfriend came in his house. And then 6 months later we switched again. So 3, 4 guys were switching apartments to
taking
pull
pictures here from
not the landlord. See, she's the landlord. The one who is the. Oh, if you have a house, you have to have
A police
no, what is it? You have a building.
owner.
No, the landlord.
I know who you mean. Maintenance.
A maintenance man. What do they call it?
Maintenance.
No, they have a name.
Landlord.
No, the landlord, you know, a 9th Street don't need. Up 10, 20 Street has he has a suite there, he takes care of the whole thing.
I know what you mean. Okay. The
Yeah,
guy who maintains the building. All right.
yeah, he maintains the building, yeah.
Wait a minute.
So
I think on the way
they
down
get
there, so
them-
we have to take a ticket.
No,
Go ask her,
then
Alex.
she comes
I
again,
saw
we'll
she
ask her
took-
English. No, 800.
She's taking all the sugars from the table.
Around $20 worth.
So how do you like
That
Budapest?
she lives.
You do? We just arrived when I lived here.
So you were here
I lived
in
here
42?
most of my life.
42,
And I
43,
left
44.
42
You
years.
came back though.
44, I
Well,
went
at
away
the start,
to
it was
Bratislava.
good.
On the street I got
Yeah,
caught, they took me to
I
our
had to
street.
find myself.
In 45,
When
I
did
came
you-
out.
when did you get
I
caught?
came back to her and we went home, my hometown, get married.
When did you get caught? What was the date?
I got caught
Yeah.
44 in August. It was the New Year, Christmas.
In Bratislava.
I got married on the 11th.
And and mom was here all that time.
Yeah,
This
a
is
woman
what I
is
did.
easier.
This is the third time I
A
came
man
back.
catch on the street, they
I
take him in the door inside and take out the pants. Only way they know Jewish. Christian boys are not
Yeah, circumcised.
circumcised. There was guys who had operation put up a skin.
Really?
Yeah, herbs. They had
So what year did you come back here?
in 45 I was free.
Daddy found me in
I came back
1940.
to Budapest in April. She was here and then I
Listen
showed
what
her house.
happened. I have to
Then we
tell
went
you how
home
it
to get
happened.
married in my hometown.
When did you leave here?
So then we went to my hometown to live
Open
for
a
3 months in
jewelry store.
Usharet.
What were the year? What year? When?
45.
What month?
From
April.
May, June, July, August we came out to
I have to get up to talk
Budapest,
to the girls because
Bratislava,
things that we can
Prague.
sit.
and then we lived there till 49. We came here.
But you want to take it?
I want to see what they have.
Okay.
Alaska, we have to pick or the
Yeah.
probably the waitress gonna come.
So
I don't see any.
you went home to get married?
Then yeah, I wanted to get married in my hometown. I wasn't enough people to have a wedding. I didn't have 10 Jewish guys to make
A wedding.
About 7.
So where'd you go?
Oh, we got married to the Justice of
The
the Peace.
peace.
Yeah, and there was 2 witnesses, friends of mine. We got married, and I had a store.
Mm-hmm.
I have the picture, the house we lived. Didn't you see the picture? Oh, it's in the jacket.
Well, that's all right. So did you ever from there? Did you come back here?
I'll show you the house
then
where
I
I
came
live with
back
a Jewish
here.
couple.
What was the year? What was the date?
45. Everything happened in 45. Oh, you have it on?
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
wow.
Oh my God! I didn't know you have it on.
So you came back in 45?
Kérdezd meg, vajon kell rendelni itt, vagy nem?
Nem, mit kell rendelni? Azt mondtam, már mentem
So
megkérdezni.
you came back in 45.
I was always here. Oh, when we got married?
Yeah.
Yeah, came back here, 45.
When did you leave here?
From here we went to Prague.
From here you went to Prague?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just stayed there a few
Why
days.
did you go from here to Prague?
Well, I was living in Prague. You can come out here, from here to the States. The quota is very low. In Prague was hot. So we went to Prague and there I was waiting. It took us till 49 to get it. The visa.
Hungarian is lower than
Well,
Czechoslovakia.
you can come out from the Hungary.
Really?
Can't
There was
make it.
such
It
a
takes
high
years and
quota,
years.
yeah. If a kisasszony is,
I don't think so they call it.
how would I say in
Nem
English?
mondhatunk ki a vendéget, nagyon sajnálom. Ha fizetni
okay.
akarok,
It's alright.
igaz?
Van ide.
Éhesek vagyunk.
Az nagyon jó. Mit tetszenek kérni?
Nem tudom, mi a legjobb itt.
Azért van itt ez a süteményes pult, hogy
A
önök
fiam
tudjanak
akarja a
választani.
dobost.
Egy dobos torta.
Nekem is
Igen.
egy dobos.
Neked is egy
kettő a
dobos,
dobos
van egy
torta.
dobos?
Megmutathatja magának a tatát?
Hogyne, persze, azért
Go
vagyok
show
itt.
it.
Come on, show me what you
I'll
want.
just have a taste of yours.
What?
You're gonna share it with me?
Akkor 2 dobos.
I'll just have a taste.
Akkor 2 dobos, én nem akarok, mert nagyon köve leszek. Egy kávét.
Két kávé.
Presszó kávé?
No, regular kávét.
Teljes kávét?
Teljes
Egy
kávét.
teljes kávé.
Maga nem önti be a tejet.
Nem öntöm bele, önök öntik bele.
Yes.
Ha
Két
szeret.
kávét és
Ért
két
angolul, vagy nem ért angolul?
Nem ért.
Nem ért angolul?
Nem nagyon,
Nem nagyon.
Oké.
Why not?
Csak ezt a kettőt.
You want coffee?
Egyenlőre.
Tehát 2 dobos torta, 2
Két
teljes
kávé.
kávé?
Milyen
A
van?
hölgy is kért egy teljes kávét, ugye?
Igen.
Akkor nem 3? Oda
A guy, a Polish Jewish guy, recognized me from Budapest. He knew me. Why? What are you doing here? I said, you? I got caught.
This is Austria already? You're talking about Austria?
Austria.
Oh, this is Austria.
It was in Poland. If we would have more time, we could have gone there to Austria. Not far. I mean, a day, 2 days you need. So next year we'll make it over 2 weeks. So he says to me, I got caught, but I am here as a Christian, not Jewish, so I can move around. The Jews, you have to stay there in the same block, not to move. So he told me, why is tomorrow coming the German officer looking for engineers? You are an engineer. You are an engineer. And they came next morning. I will all engineers. Engineers. They show me the Schubler, you know, you measure the pearls are measured, what do you call it?
Millimeter gauge?
The gauge, you know, how I finished. I had a dozen like that. Machines, I had 13 machines. I had big like this room, I said, lathes. You know, Germans believe everything. Oh, I need you, I like you. So they sent me to a factory to work. There's the trains coming in, the broken train. The axle is broken and rubbed out. Now I got them on a big lathe, but everything goes on buttons. So to start it, I called the foreman. I said, "There's an old machine. I was working on new modern, I don't know how. So show me." So he showed me this button up, this button side, this button left.
It's nothing
So
matter
I
if the
learned right away.
border comes
You know, when you
hot
need,
from
you
the
must
ground,
smart.
Kathy. And people
So I
come
learned
from
right
all
away.
over the
I put in
world
this reel
because
in,
that's a
I cut
healing
the end, the stem,
section.
to smooth. Oh, like they do, didn't you how they make the brakes?
Yeah.
When it's worn out, how they... how they
Yeah, turn it, a rotor.
Yeah. And the same way, the act. Now that's what I did.
When was this?
In 1944, in August, September, October, November, December. In January, they put me in another place to make nuts and bolts. You know, a screw, they give me without a thread. I had to make a thread on it and put a bolt on it, on the nut. I had to make 70 or 80 an hour, 700-800 a day. I was so sick, I didn't weigh 60 pounds. When I had to turn the knife, I had to use my hands and feet. So how many did I make? So only 30. The guy who was the foreman was busy running around. I took all these 20 or 30 screws in 5 hours. I made 100. I went there to the bench to fix the thread. You have a wife, you know, was stealing the yesterday's screw. So I took it back. And how many you have? Oh, good God. That's how I went through that. Hungry I was, tired I was. I almost fell asleep, almost cost my life. 12 o'clock midnight is a soup time. I was so tired to give me 15
want to hear what
minutes.
he has to
And I lay down, hiding where they shouldn't see me. I told the guy, wake me up. He didn't ring my lock, they didn't come to look for me. I got up 5 minutes late. They would have cut me, shoot right away. A guy, when we go home, they have to stop, stand up and they can't. A guy was late, maybe 30 seconds. Maybe 30 seconds. And he shot him. Dead. So they were looking just to people do fixing up a little.
What was the name of the place they shipped you to from Auschwitz? You were only in Auschwitz a week?
Liveys.
You were only in Auschwitz a week?
1 week.
And where Liveys is his name?
It's a city, Liveys.
How far was it? Far away from Auschwitz?
That's Poland too. Not Poland, Silesia. It's a country like.
Don't you remember
all
you saw
of
the
machinery,
movie, what was the name of it, the Polish movie,
a
remember?
locomotive, you know, the
Show, or what
train.
was the name of it?
And that's where you were for the rest?
Till
Part of it.
When
45 till February.
wait, when did you go? What was the month?
February the 20th, they ran away.
February? No. What month did they send you to?
In August. August was
August of-
1944 was New Year's.
August 44?
Yeah.
New Year's is in October.
That time was earlier, I think so. That time was real early. August or September. I'm not sure.
And you were there
September.
till when you were there?
I was there till February the 20th, and then the Russians came and the Germans ran away, left us there, and you know, sleeping in a block, wooden, and then before they left, you know, they all had this machine gun.
Yeah.
Before they left, he turned around, he was shooting everybody down, and I saw him turning around. And I dropped on the floor so fast. I'm telling you, like a lightning I went down. Next, the guy got it in his stomach, other guy in his arm, and I was alive. I don't know what happened. I saw him turning in like holding. I didn't like it. And I dropped fast. Boy. After they left, we had a bomb in the block where we and I wasn't there in the block. I was out. The bomb fell down and killed a few. After they ran away, was more killed than in the war. More killed. All got sick. They died like flies. And then I walked back towards home.
You didn't have good meals when you were talking?
Poland. I went in Czechoslovakia in my hometown. It took me a month to walk home. Walking in here and there, a Russian truck, a Russian car picked me up, or a horsey wagon. It took me 1 month to get home. And I was waiting for my family. Anybody come home? Brother, sister. A guy came in to me. He said, "Don't wait for your brother. I saw him die in Yugoslavia. A bomb fell down. He was under a bridge. And the bomb fell on the bridge. And all the rocks fell on him. They took him out. He was alive, but they didn't have medicine to save him. A doctor was there, Dr. Klein. He said he tried to save him. He looked good. He looked the best than everybody. He had everything. He had bread, butter, everything. Why? He was a chess player. And all the German and the Hungarian soldiers, officers liked to play. Every officer liked to play chess. The Russian and the Hungarian or the German officer, they liked to play chess. And he was a master in chess. He can turn away and play with 3 guys and win.
Okay, now let's
Playing
go.
is different, but win. Very few.
Let's go. Let's
Yes,
go. I wanna go.
What was his name, your brother?
Bill Weiss.
What?
Bill Weiss.
Bill.
Remember the Bolivar salesman?
Yeah.
Bill Weiss.
Williams, that's who Brian's named after? No, William was,
No,
that's after your
Your
family.
brother was not William, all right. Your William, your
you
brother?
telling me my brother's name?
Your brother's name was William too?
Wilmus.
My father's name was William.
It happened either as her father and my father.
And Brian is named
Yehuda
after
Wolf.
me. Yeah, William.
And
It's
Jewish.
such a gorgeous name till now. Everybody
Brian likes his name.
I
Brian
know
William.
all
it's a
my
nice
family's
name.
birthday. My sister May 23, my brother October the 3rd, mine May 18, and the whole family, Eugene's, everybody's birthday, I remember. My mother was January.
It wasn't important for me.
January what?
What? She didn't know. That time when my mother was born, I figured out what year she was born. She was 30 years old when I was born. In 1912, she was 30 years old.
1882.
1882 she was born. That time they didn't have even courthouse putting down the date. Only in the Jewish thing they had it. The rabbis, the temple, they had it. There was no courthouse there for the Jewish. The Jewish didn't believe. When I was born, my father was a Friday. He was busy, and Saturday he won't go, religious. So Sunday closed. On Monday he went, and they asked when I was born. He said, yesterday, May 18. I was born the 17th, my mother said. But I told her in 18, but that's the paper. I was born Friday, May 17th. I didn't know my father just 2 years. I didn't know. This is nothing. My sister didn't know him just 3 months. My brother was 4 years old, I was 2 years old, he was 3 months old. Not even 3 months. He went in the war May, June, July, August, in August, yeah, 3 months.
Enrique was named after Jesus' brother.
I'm named after Tanta Hannah's husband.
Yeah, Tante Hannah was a great lady.
Sam.
You remember her?
Yeah.
Sam Goldberg. What's your Jewish name?
Shmuel.
Shmuel Harris?
Yeah, but I
Shmuel?
didn't wonder.
Only Shmuel?
She,
I don't know if
I
it's
don't
Shmuel.
even remember.
Shmuel Harris, no?
I don't know if it's Shmuel or Shmuel Harris.
Shmuel Harris, I think so. But I didn't wonder. I told her I'll take the Yiddish name, but I will not name him Shmuel something.
Sam, you didn't like Sam?
No, I told her I take the Yiddish name, but not the other name. The other name I'm naming him a pretty name.
So Rick's the same. Rick's name
Yeah,
is
there I
Rick
had a fight too.
Baruch.
Yeah,
Baruch.
they wanted to name him. I don't
That's Brian's Hebrew name.
Baruch?
know.
Baruch Shalom.
Yeah. So I said, I'll take the Yiddish name for my children, but I give them modern names, and you cannot ask me for the other thing, and this they read. And Tante Hannah was a little bit hurt because she wanted to name him. What was that Hannah's name? Yeah, that's right. I like Bob.
Did you live far from here?
I'll show you the place where I live.
Is it walking distance?
No, it's quite a distance from here.
I'll show you where I work.
Tomorrow we'll show you.
That's around the corner.
Yeah, I want to see that.
I have the picture, you saw it.
But your place
Yeah, but I wanna
doesn't
see
exist,
it.
but my place is where I worked, and I
Yeah,
love
she's
it.
across the street.
This is the
She
way we
works
met.
across the street.
This is the way we met.
Yeah, I want to see
Okay, now
it.
let's go.
Come closer here.
Kathy, come here.
People throwing money there.
Now they want money. Go back.
No, you just tell me. What was the name of it? No, it's okay. What was the name? Mom. No, what was the name of the place?
Semere.
Samara.
Yeah, Semere. They called it, the company's name was Semere. Was one of the most high class, it's like Saks Fifth Avenue. This is the most high class company in Budapest, was because this is the most high class place where we are now. When a lady, a very rich lady, wanted to buy a dress, so she walked into us. Downstairs was the big store, the whole corner store was the same company. She walked in, they made up her dress, made up her shoes, made up her pocketbook, made up her belt. Everything was matching. And we are the one who finished it. In two rooms the men, in one room the women. And Daddy had, across the street he was working, and this is the way I met Daddy.
And you were how old when you came here?
When I came here, I was about 15 years old.
What's the address? I can't read it.
15. 15.
Is that?
You see, my place was sitting by the window there, and I could see everything down by the window. This is the place I was sitting. And then the rest of the girls, we were sitting, so many girls in a row.
And Dad's used to work right across the street here with his parking lot?
Yeah, it is a parking lot. Dad used to sit here. He had a gorgeous jewelry store. Not him, he worked. And I used to come across always the...
And who was Tom?
Tom was a guy when I came to this country. When I came here, I was a little girl. He was a boy who I met. I'll show you the place where he lived. He was one of the richest boys in Budapest. And I got engaged to him. But his mother was against me because I was very poor and he was very rich. And after a while I saw I wouldn't go. I took off the engagement ring and I gave it back to him and I never saw him again. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. I got married. He went to the concentration camp and he came back with his mother to apologize to me. And I was married already to Daddy. And he walked in and he said, you can never be happy with anyone and not cry.
Do you remember any of this part of it, Dan?
What's the name of the street?
This has all been rebuilt?
Deák
Ferences. I couldn't think of the...
That's the name of the street?
Deák Ferences.
Is this how it looked then, or is this all new buildings?
Oh, nice.
It was nicer then.
I think that this was this building. That building was it?
No, this building.
This building was it.
It was what?
See the entrance. I went up the steps.
But let's go
I
in.
went up the steps. This was the building.
But I sat by the window all the time. The window. Come on.
That was the wrong place?
I think so. Here. Guess what?
Was the wrong place?
The wrong place. That is right. This is the place. This is the place. I will then show you
The other place was wrong. Okay, so this is where you worked.
This is the place. Yeah, that is right. This is the place. The big window. It was a little window in it, partly because I had tremendous big windows. This is the place. And the other has the same company, communist. And this one is the same communist. This is the building. That is right. And the funny part of it, when I came to Vic, yeah, this is the building. This is the place. Come here.
Can we go in?
Yeah, it looks very much. Yes, watch this paint. This is the place I worked. Yeah, by the window. This is the place I worked in. The man worked in the other rooms. Nem keresek senkit, én csak bejöttem, mert itt dolgoztam 40 évvel ezelőtt ebben a házban. Itt hoztam a fiamat, Amerikából vagyunk. A szemerék, emlékszenek a szemerére?
Én nem tudom, mert tetszik tudni, én valamikor főbuhás voltam,
igen.
És aztán az...
De meghettek egy kicsit megmutatni a fiamnak a place?
Tessék.
Yeah, she said you
Thank you.
Thank you. Köszönöm. Yeah, this wasn't here. It was one room, one tremendous big room. This wasn't here either. It was a big room, and tables were lined up. This is the place. The other one was the wrong place because after 42-45 évvel ezelőtt itt dolgoztam.
Miért itt milyen vállalat volt?
Én bőrdisznödes voltam.
Ja,
És a szemeik lent voltak egy nagy üzletje. Hát most a fiam jött Amerikából, meg akarta látni, hogy hol éltem és hol dolgoztam. Köszönöm szépen.
Kérem szépen. Viszontlátásra.
Viszontlátásra. Yeah, this is the building that is right. Yeah, this is the building. The other one was the wrong building.
So this is 17?
Tommy,
This-
listen, yeah. I didn't remember, I should. And Tommy waited for me every single night. He was so good to me. You should see the good-looking guy. When I would see him, I don't want to talk about it before Daddy. He was my age, I think so 1 year older. He owned in Buda, when we go, one of the biggest companies, textile. He was the only child. The mother used to come
What was
out.
his last name?
Tommy Gross.
Gross?
He was so good looking. He was around 6'2", brown eyes like you, with brown curly hair, slim, tall, and very good to me. He said always used to, when it was raining, he used to stay here. I said, Tommy, you didn't have to come. He said, you have no one on the world. When I don't come, who's gonna come? He was very good to me. When I took up
He used, to meet
engagement,
you, he used to meet you at the bottom of the steps?
always waiting here because the other one had this post too, so I
Let's
thought.
go down.
Yeah, he used to wait for me here at the bottom step. When I gave him back the engagement ring, I pulled it off. He cried. He said, you can never be happy in your life. Then after the war, he came back, and I'll show you where I lived. He came back and he said to me, are you happy you got married? I said, yes. He said, you can cry bitterly then after his mother apologizing to me. Because Hitler took everything away from him. I was good enough, you understand? But the time they were here for the post. And somehow the window didn't stem there, other one. There it was right, yeah.
Maybe he's still around?
Oh, I would never recognize him.
You should try. You should call him up.
Oh God, you're dead. Oh! What are you talking? You don't even know how jealous Daddy was on. Oh God! What are you talking? You know, I'll show you the place when, before here he used to wait for me all the time. Here. All the time. He used to stay like this and he used to wait for me. He used to bring me something to drink. He was so in love with me and I was so in love. They owned a, you know where they owned a villa? Balaton. They owned a house and he used to run away, he used to come back. His mother
So this is this address is 17 what? What's the name of the street?
is 17 Yokai here. I'll show you, you should take the name off. And the people who owned this, the whole block was theirs, the whole building. They were such a rich people, Yiddish people. And Daddy's place was here. It was a big store, a big thing, and he's there. Yeah, that is right. The window is the one. You see the big window I said?
Go across the street.
Al, you were right. The big window.
I told you.
Yeah.
Right away when I came
Yeah,
here.
the big window. I used to sit by the window.
This one was open.
Here by the open window. It was my place to sit
I
there.
just want to see some clear.
Then you're gonna take the name of the thing. They have the name of it. Yeah, this. Yes. What? I will. God. Tell you, it shook me up when I just walked in. Sure, did you recognize? The window did not. The rooms is almost the same. Did you notice that, Peter? Peter. Bob, did you notice that the room?
Yeah.
The rooms are almost the same, except the window.
Dad?
This park I used to sit and eat breakfast and lunch. How was the name of the park? They have a big booth. There was like yogurt, you know, stuff like that in this park.
Oh, Daddy had a girlfriend worked with me. Listen to this one. He liked a girl. She worked with me. Her name was Joka. Was it? Remember?
Yeah.
So she used to buy for Daddy, she was much older than me, she used to buy the big apples, the big fruit, because it was special. This is such a high-class section. You go in and you buy an apple, cost you $1.50 on apple. She used to give it to Daddy. Daddy hid the apple and gave it to me. And I used to tease her.
This empty lot was the building.
Yeah, what was the name of the store?
Schulhof Jeweler.
Schulhof Jewelers, same as the textile place?
No.
Now I have a
No,
picture there.
Samara is
Oh,
mine.
Samara was the-
And
I have
there's
a
the
picture there. And you see the guy
Schulhof. Yeah,
his
yeah.
son makes the keys.
And here is the
Is this
street.
where you worked with Weiss?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Weiss worked here too.
The guy.
Tell him
yeah.
what Weiss said about it. Tell him.
Not Weiss, you didn't know much
Well,
Weiss.
who was the one who was chasing me? Weiss, no? Who was the one? Daddy worked with a guy and he was chasing me
I know
too.
his name.
Who was it? I don't remember his name. He used to.
I remember the other thing.
He used to chase me.
No, it's not. There on the other side, the right, was a
I want Bob to
Material
take off the
house.
street's name. Come on, take
Sure.
off.
material house was there.
We'll find it.
From here down, you go right, there is the
Let's go.
this
Let's
temple,
go.
Yeah, I want to
Let's
see
go.
the
the museum, the Dohanyutsa temple.
No, it's not here, the Duhan
You go down right and then left.
Hey, it's not there.
God, you're telling me I have this, I remember.
I'm gonna cry a lot because when I was in the temple too,
What year did you work at the jewelry store?
42,
42 to when?
43, 42, 43. 44, I didn't work anymore. I made more money on the street, peddling. I remember watch Marvin
Yeah.
Nivram. A guy was here, a guy who made the Marvin watch. He bought buying stainless steel watch and put it in solid gold cases. He made the cases. Here in the watch he couldn't get gold, he had to buy black market. The watch cost 200, those days it was 200, Banger was like $200. But the gold went up so fast, I hold it a week, it was worth 300 wholesale. So when I bought, I doubled my money all the time.
Is this where you told me you had a Mercedes?
No, it
That was
wasn't Prague.
that was in Prague.
Here you couldn't have nothing much. I wasn't black, only nobody knew my name. My name wasn't Weiss.
What was it here?
Fehir.
Fehir?
Fehir Sándor.
Sándor.
Sándor is Alex, and Fehir is Weiss in Hungary. The boss called me Fehiru, Mr. Fehir, come on, Mr. Fehir. And boss's father comes from the same hometown like my mother. That's how I met him and they took me into work. They made me manager. And the guy who was there working for years was so mad at me. He's there years, he's supposed to be the manager. But the guy was a very fine watchmaker. And he took in the whole thing, our life was watch repairing, like Pollux upstairs. So when he explained that to a girl, a half an hour, what you have to do, sit and work by the bench. He wasted so much time. And I took in a watch, yeah, give her a ticket, tomorrow or next week you'll be ready, and it costs you so much. One day comes in a girl who works here somewhere, and the spring was broken. He took out the spring and showed that it's broken. What is that to explain it? The spring is broken, and that you finally get in again. He said, you wasted so much time with her. I took it in, and the same girl, a week later, the spring was broken. When she came back a week later, the spring wasn't broken, just the hook. And I put it back, the guy was working. She asked me how much it is. I said, it doesn't cost you nothing. She said, I saved, let's say $10, I saved. And what you gonna buy? He said, little panties. If you're buying for my money, buy blue. The boss, and never laughed so much. My favorite color is
Blue.
Yeah, I was joking. I was a good salesman, but the guy was valuable for the bench. I did first work, not such a perfect. Weiss is a good watchmaker too. In New York.
The guy in New York.
Oh, he's a good watchmaker. I was a fast watchmaker. Make money. It's bad, so from 10 watches is 1 or 2 bad, so I fix it. Free. If I'll make more money in the long run. Oh, that's far away the other way. That is the name of the street.
16 is 18 cameras, Alex. I never knew, I didn't remember.
16, 18,
Yes, yeah. Look how people are sitting here, and can you imagine what's doing here Saturday and Sundays? Is this Russian or American?
Doesn't matter.
No, they are
People don't work.
Hungarians.
Doesn't pay to work. They get so little, doesn't pay to work.
Yeah.
You see signs in the street cars.
Here's your friend, Bob.
Yeah.
You're right, it doesn't
What
pay
kind
to
of
work.
museum is that? That's museum. Oh, it's a Catholic. It's a cross there. I want to see in the corner of that building there. There was a movie there.
Still, the bullets is still in the buildings.
There was a restaurant too. An old lady with 2 daughters. Both of them
A
single.
restaurant?
Yeah, I eat at lunch.
Did I came here too?
Ah.
I don't remember.
They were heavy-set women. Very nice, fine women. Oh, the building there? Yeah, that corner building. There was a movie there. Is it still there, the color?
Oh yes, that's right, a big movie.
A movie was
You
there.
know what I saw there?
They're next to the streets.
Wizard of Oz was put out the whole thing of flags all
Let's
over.
reach the Dobutka. I want to visit the Dobutka.
What's the double?
Restaurant.
They had Ferenc stay
The
at this
lowest
one.
street in the city. I know
Low grade. Cheap?
like 47.
All Jewish.
Oh,
Jewelers.
discount. Cheap.
Jewelers.
This is the way I came to work,
I'll show you.
underground.
I'll show you the bar I used to work. One of the
Baron
streets.
used. Oh, really?
He
Here?
learned here
Did you know him from here?
No. He just told me. Silversmith, between the 2 streets is a passage. How you call it?
Passage?
You go through the arcade and like the colonial arcade.
You can go here.
I want to see the name of it.
You have to go there where the lights are on. And he took a picture for me and he blew it up and my picture was in the window and he asked me he's going to pay me. I should be a model, but he had something else in mind. He wanted me to strip and I walked out and I never came back. He said, you're going to make a lot of money. I want you to model just for photographs. I went in once, twice, the 3rd time I never came back. He had something else and I never dared even know because my picture was in the window all the time. A big picture he made for me. You will never recognize your mother. No? Alex. Alex. I live here, but it's no. That is the local shop.
Bahrain was working for a guy who made silver. Silver. A lot of jewelers was here.
No more, huh?
Yes, true.
They ran away, even if one was not too many alive. One of the
They
alive
have
ran away, like Muska.
Oh, he was here? You knew him from here?
Yeah, no.
No?
He learned here the watchmaking as a as an apprentice. He in Green Hut learned in one place.
Green Hut?
You know Dolly Green Hut?
No.
Oh, you know him.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Dolly Green Hut had on Coventry a jewelry store.
I don't know
Then
who it
he
is.
opened on Euclid Dobutsa Street.
This is the
This is the street where Barline worked. Look in Dobutsa in the arcade. This here was a barber shop here. Where it says New Podrat. I mean, ladies' hairdresser. But there was a barber shop. A man had a gorgeous daughter, black hair, gorgeous. But she was older than me, and I dated her a few times.
What was her name?
Can't remember the name.
Not even her first name?
I'll remember it later. A Hungarian name.
So this area was like Prospect?
Like
Cheap?
that,
Yeah, like cheap.
right? Yeah. It was a run-down thing, but a lot of jewelers, a lot of gold, and a lot of guys were working. Even if
Low rent.
yeah, even if he had gold, he was a poor man. Those days, what was it?
What was an ounce of gold
An
then?
ounce of gold was maybe $18 in American money. There too, that time was around $27 in America. Here was a barber shop. She worked for the father. This is the arcade too. She promised she's gonna come out with me one weekend and go away. And she always cried. My father find out they'll kill me. And then he was over 30.
Watch out.
There was a lot of but one good thing was here. Here was a few streets. We have to take a taxi to go there.
Let's cross.
Like horse, but fine, clean. They went to the doctor twice a week. One street was $5, others say $10, but 10. Good. There was no problem if a girl didn't give you and they take her home.
So you said even if she should give you the $5, or what would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
He says, if you want, I'll give it to you. She made money. She was a hairdresser. Ladies hairdresser. Her father was the barber. Those days, I didn't want to have it while I was living in a black papers. I didn't want to have problems. If I had a problem, I get caught in the police. And one day, with Gussi, with a friend of mine, walked down the police surrounded the park, took everybody in on the police station.
why?
How come you here? Everybody's a soldier. So I give my brother's name. And I throw away all the black papers. And I give my brother's name. I just came from the army on weekend. Urlaub. The morning they let me out.
You remember the year?
I don't know my brother's name and year.
No, the year that that happened.
Oh yeah, 1943.
What, you remember the month?
The summertime, maybe July, August. Nice evening, we were sitting in the park. Here's supposed to be a kosher restaurant. Something, the famous restaurant.
You mean now or then?
Then, I think he's back. I would have to find somebody who lives here.
remember. No, I will recognize the house. This is what.
That means meat, David.
I am trying to recognize the building.
What's the name of this, Dad?
Duhanyucha temple, this means Tobacco Street temple.
The other way, you can go in there. I used to come in here and bring food for the people.
No size.
What's it Duhan?
I don't know what it means. I can't read it, but I don't know what it means. Hebrew, I know to read. Shooting.
See the hole?
Or from old age. 5 January the 18th. The Laramie ghetto, they broke up the ghetto. Here was the ghetto.
This is the ghetto, and this is.
Yeah, there was the ghetto, and there in the temple too.
This is the temple, what you see. This is the temple.
Egy képen az
Ja, akkor álljak meg onnantól csak menjen.
Na de,
Ez ma Island is a Margit sziget.
Oh, what is this? We're on a bridge.
This is the,
This is like the fisherman's wharf.
this is Chilwell.
Halászbás.
This is Buddha. I don't even know how it calls.
Oh, can you see there in
Kathy,
the
why
middle?
don't you come here?
I don't want.
You can sit it.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. We're in Buddha,
Yes.
and we're looking at
The
that.
Margit Siget is this island in the middle.
Oh,
where
we
we're
can
gonna
eat
go.
here.
What's
Yeah,
the
this-
bridge? What's the name of
This
the
is
bridge?
the biggest bridge. This is the Margit Siget Bridge in the Margit Island. This is the Margit Siget Island is known all over the world.
And
Everywhere.
over here is what? What's the build? The Parliament?
This is the no. The Parliament is in Buddha.
What is that? What's that over there?
This,
Said the medical building was. Remember this green building?
yeah, the Parliament. Here is the Parliament. You see there with the thing. No, the medical building was the
What
Parliament.
bridge is that over there?
This is a lance heat, but you can go on it. They're fixing it. Yeah, they're going on it.
Not.
Oh, this is the one is not going here. This is
Yeah,
the
this
bridge.
one nobody's going.
Nobody going because they're fixing it.
Lancet means a chain.
Chain bridge. The other one, Erzsébet Kör híd, I think so. Én nem iszom ezt a kávét, szóval just
Erős?
Nagyon
erős. Egy kis farcshal legalább
Nagyon.
azért mit hozhatok?
köszönöm szépen,
Most
just
ették
ettünk.
úgy
I
ég a
think so, I
gyomromat.
lost
Na
the
látod,
case.
ha itt tettél volna, biztos nem.
Jól ettem egy süteményt, édességet nem szabad enni.
Itt fogod majd hagyni nekem a címedet?
Yeah, persze, hát akkor majd fogunk
Hozok
írni.
neked egy diókat.
Yeah.
Hát reméljük.
This
His
is
father.
him, and this is his sister. I said she looked, she had curly hair. She looked like a
Nincs
Michelle
semmi Ungváról nincs.
Ezt te megismered.
Yeah, what, Mom?
Yes, my father.
What's the,
Ez
what
nem
was his
Oszinak a
name?
felesége?
What was his name?
His father's name, Auslander, but hogy hívták az apádat?
Mutasd ki
Jaka,
azt.
Jaka. Janke.
Mutasd
Jacob.
ki azt.
Was he older or younger than?
He's older.
So this is Ossie.
Oh my
Who's in
God.
this picture?
This is his dog. Look at
This
this.
is Ossie.
This is
The
Ossie.
sister and probably this is him.
What was the
Oh,
sister's name?
sajnálom, hogy nem volt.
Itt van a
Mr. Ossie's older brother? Dad.
Esküsz, yeah.
What was his name?
Ez Oszi, még a háború előtt. Mikor munkatárs.
Sokkal háború.
És ez a testvérem, aki meghalt.
És ez?
Ez én.
Yeah, that's
Mutasd.
awesome.
What was his name? What was her name?
What?
What was his name? What was her name?
This is Ossie Hogy hívják a testvérek?
Gyönyörű családja
Ezt
van.
megismerem.
Gyönyörű sör.
Right there.
Bobby's. This is the way my brother looked, with a shoulder nose. My brother.
What is his name? I'm trying to find
This
out.
is Ossi.
This is not Ossi.
Yes.
Herman eredetileg a neve.
Herman,
Igen. Rózsika.
This is Ossi's older brother.
És ez Móricz.
Ki ez, ez nem Ossi?
Herman,
Nem, ez a
Rose and
világszerelő, a
Moore.
legidősebb.
Mi a
Herman,
neve?
Rose,
Jenő.
and Moore?
Jenő.
Mori.
Maury. And who is this?
Jenő.
Jenő. This
Jenő?
is Ossi's older brother, and this is the way my brother looked. You see this? He has a long nose. My brother had my nose and your nose. So picture, this is the way my brother
He wouldn't
looked.
have any pictures now.
So Itza threw it in the
Csak
incinerator.
akartam menni
This is
rá.
exactly my brother looked.
Akkor még
Jewish social.
Your nose, like my nose. Now picture him exactly the same face as my brother. When you would take, you can take a picture. This is the way my brother looked, Bob.
Can you translate?
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell her, she asked what my work is. I said, Jewish social services, she doesn't understand.
Van a
Yeah.
fiamnak a fia.
Ez a kislány.
Vannak ungváriak, mindjárt
Hogyha
fogok
valami
mutatni.
baj van, zsidó
Ez a lányom is.
családban, akkor mikor
Kire emlékeznek?
próbál segíteni.
Ez a fiam és a
valami,
lányom.
egy családnak van valami
This is
baja
his
a
son and this is his
gyerekeivel,
daughter.
akkor jönnek hozzá.
This is the one that's in
Nincs neki
Israel.
pénzük,
He now is
akkor-
a chemist engineer.
Nem az
A lányod mit csinál?
Ő zene tanár, előad zenében.
Music teacher.
Ez az,
Professor,
és ő nagyon jó benne.
Ez,
Nagyon jó.
ez a Rózsika, aki
Ezek a
meghalt.
képen az én
I
testvérem
explained to
ugyanaz.
her because this time he doesn't have
Ugyan
any
hasonlítanak egymásra.
Csak ketten jöttetek vissza?
Csak, sajnos, hat.
És hol voltak a munkatáborok?
Szovjet fogságban.
Oh, he was in a Russian,
Én csak 46-ban jöttem vissza.
under the Russian concentration.
He was in Russian
Két
concentration.
évig voltam fogságban.
2 years he was in a Russian concentration camp. They captured the Hungarians, they put him in a war camp.
És nem
not-
számított, hogy zsidó vagyok, németekkel együtt voltam.
Yeah, man.
Egy lágerben, igen, meg.
Én
Fájt nekem,
egyik
itt is van Hersi.
Really?
Ossi.
This is Ossi, yeah. Yeah, he's a feleség. This is Hershey, yeah. Hát, annyira megszoktuk a Ossit, hogy már nem tudom mi a Hershey. Hát a címe Herman azt mondta.
And this is the way my
Most mutatok majd Ungváriát.
Mondta nekem, hogy adjak $100 a lányodnak, $100 a fiadnak.
Köszönöm. Does he have any pictures of mom's father?
No.
No.
You have van nektek egy kép az ő apjáról?
Igen.
Hol?
Nem csak az én apám hasonlít.
Nincs neked egy másik képed?
Hol van az apádnak a képe?
Nem adtam
Van
oda?
az én apám, megvan neked valahol az én apám?
Nem, az nincsen nekem.
Nincs
No,
neked semmi a
they
családban?
look alike.
Ezt is Osszitól kaptam, ezeket a képeket, ezt Osszitól kaptam.
Osszitól kaptad?
Lehet, hogy jőnála talál ez. Ez az apám képét is, igen.
Now, how is Jake Weber related?
His
Oh.
father's sister.
Is
They're cousins, the same way cousin like she is.
Yeah. His father's sister's son is Weber. Jake Weber. Because my father, hány testvére? Heten voltatok, nem?
Hatan.
Hatan, nem heten?
2 lány és 4 fiú.
2 lány. 3 lány.
Nem, 2 lány.
3 lány.
Te mondod neki hány testvére?
Hanna, Vita, Dvojra. 3 lány.
Ja, a másik.
You
te-
telling
gondolt-
me?
Nem, én gondoltam, hogy az én testvéreim.
No.
Mert mi volt?
Az apámnak a testvére. 3 lány.
3 lány volt,
És
igen.
5, hány
Igen.
fiú?
Dvojra Vite,
Dvojra, Vita, Hanna.
Hanna, igen. Hannának a lánya, tudod, Izraelben van.
Yeah, azt tudom.
Igen.
Yeah. A Vitának ők se beszélnek, Vitának a lányával, az nem akarom látni
Igen.
őket.
A fiú az Izraelből ment ki, az Vitának a fia Amerikába, ő Izraelbe.
Vitának volt 3 gyereke, 2 lány és egy fia.
Azok élnek mind a 3-an
Nem
Amerikában.
akarom látni őket, mert a Vita nagyon-nagyon rossz volt az én apámhoz. A Hanna nagyon jó volt.
Apám is mindig mondta, hogy ő volt a testvérek között a
You see, a Vita nagyon rossz volt
olyan
az én apámhoz.
erőszakos volt és mindent magának akart.
Just magának.
What do you say?
Well, Daddy had, you remember in New York we have 2 cousins I never wanted to see. You remember I told you?
Yeah.
See, they don't like him either, because ő volt a legidősebb, a Vita.
So who was it, the
Nem,
Jacobs?
én
Who
úgy
was it?
gondolom,
It's my father's sister's
Én úgy
children.
gondolom,
He
az
had
én apám
three
volt a legidősebb.
What's her
sisters.
name?
Vita.
What's the last name?
Vita,
I mean, Auslander?
No,
Az
she
én-
was an Auslander girl, but she got married. Mi volt az ő neve a Vitának?